everyone, it's Dr. Shannon Rosnay from Thrive Wellness Center in Saline. I just wanted to talk to you today about chemical toxicity. What we're seeing right now in our office with everything happening in the world is chemical exposure at a level we've never dealt with before. So it's always been true, and you've heard me talk many times in the past about excess chemicals in the environment and the harm that they can do. So what I've always said to you is to try to control your immediate environment, because you can't control what they're doing at Walmart, you can't control what they're doing out in the world at large, but you can control what's happening in your own household. So we're still going to concentrate on that, but we can expand that a little bit today. So what I want to talk to you about is just minimizing the hormone disrupting chemicals that are present in your cleaning supplies, in your beauty care products, in your hand sanitizers. Right now, if you go to the grocery store, they're spraying everything down with lots of chemicals to try to kill viruses. They're spraying the carts, they're spraying the air, and the problem is that they might not be directly spraying your vegetables and they may not be directly spraying your produce, but it's still in the air, it's settling on the vegetables. So one thing to start with is you want to make sure that when you have your produce coming into the house, anything that's a fresh food, you want to wash it. You don't want to wash it with chemicals, right? You can use just a really mild detergent. There's actually a couple companies that make vegetable wash or produce wash. That would be a good idea to get the other chemicals off of your produce. So I'm not as concerned about dirt, and I'm not as concerned about actual bacteria and viruses. I'm more concerned about the chemicals. So you want to do that. If you can get your produce from a farmer or from a farmer's market, that's actually going to be even better because they're not as likely to have that kind of exposure. They're also already lower in pesticides and herbicides, which is another reason why you do want to still choose organic produce as much as possible, because then you don't get the extra added chemicals from that growing process. All right, so that's number one. Number two would be when you are out and about, like let's say you go to the grocery store and there's you gotta use a cart. So I bring my own healthy wipes. I like the Honest Company wipes. They're 7th generation. There's some good quality wipes. The goal is not to sanitize. The goal is to get the excess chemicals off of the cart. You'll still sanitize because anything that wipes a surface down is going to remove any bacteria and viruses. But the goal is to wipe off some of the excess chemicals. I would not put my child in a cart unless that was done first, or you can cover it with some sort of fabric if you wanted to do that. So I always wipe down the handle of the cart and the seat of the cart before I touch it. The next thing you want to do is in your own environment, if you want to sanitize surfaces, try to avoid things like bleach, direct chemicals that are made up that have a lot of different nasty ingredients in them. You want to stick with things like Thieves Cleaner, which is definitely going to kill a lot of stuff. I mean, they've had so many studies on Thieves Cleaner from Young Living, and that kills all kinds of different microbes. What we use around here and what we would recommend doing at home, if you want to make sure that you're doing something that's a little bit bigger than what you normally would do maybe, is you can use alcohol. We actually use Everclear liquor, and that's 70% alcohol. So you can use that. It doesn't have a smell. It doesn't cause you to have a headache. Like isopropyl alcohol gives me a headache. So we just use the Everclear. It's still high in alcohol content. And then you can put a little bit of essential oil in there just for a nice scent and flavor. But that's a great way to sanitize your countertops or sanitize anything that you want to make sure is extra clean. Other than that, just general cleaning, you can do lots with just apple cider vinegar, baking soda, just some really basic ingredients. Never forget that when it comes to washing your hands, we don't recommend antibacterial soaps for that. We just recommend regular, clean soap that doesn't have a lot of chemicals, and rubbing your hands. And you just need to use warm water, not super hot water, because we don't want to damage the oils in your hands. We don't want to damage the skin in your hands, because cracking your hands this time of year is a surefire way to introduce microbes and infection. So that's not what you want to be doing. So you can use warm water, 20 seconds where you're really vigorously rubbing your hands is adequate, and non-bacterial soap, just regular soap, is totally going to do the job. All right. The other thing is just anything you're spraying in the air, like air fresheners, things like that. You really want to minimize the chemical Febreze or Glade type things, carpet fresheners. You can do all of that with essential oils. If you look on our other YouTube videos, or you can call us, we have tons of recipes on how to put that kind of stuff together. Just ways to deodorize your home, using a diffuser for essential oils, just to keep your home environment as clean and healthy as possible. which will help make your lungs work better. It keeps your sinuses clear, keeps your skin healthy so that it's a good barrier to outside microbes. So just those are the things I wanted to impress upon you today. Same thing at work with your workspace, trying to use your own cleaners that are a little bit healthier. That goes a long way in keeping your system strong. Ways to detox chemicals would be sweating, so either with exercise or in a sauna. We have an infrared sauna that we love, and we've been using that with great success, helping people minimize chemical exposure and get rid of chemicals that have accumulated. You can do dry brushing. There's many videos on the internet about that if you want to look up how to do dry brushing, but that's a great way to get your lymphatic system stimulated. Bouncing on a mini rebounder or trampoline is another great way to get your lymphatic system moving and help your body detox. Plenty of water and lots of green vegetables. Those are the ways to keep your body efficiently clearing out chemicals, which it's very good at doing if you support it the right way. I hope this was really helpful for you. I hope that you can implement some of these ideas in your life. If you have questions, please let us know. You can call or email or comment on this video, and we'll be happy to let you know what we can do for you.